You have been carrying questions that nobody else hears, my child. Questions you whisper into the silence when another door closes, when another prayer seems unanswered, when another season passes and your life still looks nothing like what you hoped it would become. You smile for others, you encourage others, but deep inside you wonder if heaven has forgotten your name. I have seen every hidden tear. I have heard every exhausted sigh you released into the darkness when nobody was around to comfort you. And even now, as you listen to these words, I want you to know this first. Your waiting is not wasted. Not one moment of it. Not one lonely night. Not one delayed answer. Not one season where you felt stuck while everyone else moved ahead. I know the ache of watching time pass. I know how heavy it feels when you prayed for healing but still hurt, prayed for direction but still feel uncertain, prayed for love but still feel alone. The waiting has made you question yourself. It has made you wonder if you missed me somehow, if you failed me somehow, if maybe you are simply forgotten. But beloved, I do not forget my children. Even when Joseph sat in prison for years, abandoned and misunderstood, I was still preparing a throne for him, as written in Genesis 50:20. Even when David was anointed king yet forced to wander through caves and wilderness, I was shaping his heart before placing a crown upon his head, as written in Psalm 27:14. The waiting was never punishment. The waiting was preparation. And this is what you have not fully seen yet. You keep measuring your life by visible progress, but I measure transformation differently. While you have been asking me for movement, I have been building roots, deep roots, hidden roots, roots that storms cannot destroy. A tree without roots cannot survive the winds of destiny, and so I have been strengthening what nobody else can see. My child, the enemy has tried to convince you that delay means denial. He has whispered that your prayers are pointless and your hope is foolish. He has used comparison like a slow poison against your heart. Every time you saw someone else succeed, every time another person received what you desired, he tried to make you feel abandoned. But comparison has blinded you to your own sacred journey. Have you forgotten that even the seed disappears underground before it rises? Have you forgotten that winter looks lifeless before spring begins to bloom? There are seasons that feel empty only because growth is happening beneath the surface. And what I am growing within you now will sustain what I am bringing to you later. Trust me in the unseen places. For my word says, those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength in Isaiah 40:31. Notice that I did not say they would be destroyed in the waiting. I said they would be renewed. There is strength being formed in you right now that comfort could never create. There is wisdom being born in you that instant answers could never teach. You wanted quick rescue, but I wanted deep healing. You asked me to remove the storm immediately, but I was teaching you how to walk on water with your eyes fixed on me. Just as Peter learned in Matthew 14:29, you thought the goal was arrival. But the deeper goal has always been intimacy. Because some people only seek my hand, while I desire your heart. And I have been drawing your heart closer through this season. Beloved child, some of the pain in your waiting comes from old wounds you have never truly surrendered to me. The fear of being left behind, the fear of not being enough, the fear that your value depends on your productivity, your achievements, or how quickly life unfolds for you. These hidden fears have exhausted your soul for years. But I never called you valuable because of your timeline. I called you mine. Before you accomplished anything, before you proved anything, before you figured anything out, I loved you completely, as written in Jeremiah 31:3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. My love for you is not delayed while you wait. My goodness toward you is not paused because your answer has not yet appeared. Do not let delay define your identity. The enemy wants your waiting to become a prison of hopelessness, but I am calling it a classroom of trust. Because trust is not proven when everything happens instantly. Trust is revealed when you continue walking with me even when you do not understand the timing. And I know it has been hard. Some days you felt strong, other days you felt numb. Some nights you prayed with faith, and other nights you could barely find words at all. Yet even then, I remained beside you. As written in Psalm 34:18, I am close to the brokenhearted, not close only to the victorious, not close only to the confident, close to the weary, close to the disappointed, close to you, my beloved. Hear me carefully now. What feels delayed is not dead. I am still writing the story. I am still opening paths where you saw walls. I am still aligning people, places, healing, provision, and opportunities beyond what your eyes can currently perceive. Romans 8:28 remains true even here. I am working all things together for good for those who love me. Even this waiting, especially this waiting. One day you will look back and realize that the seasons you begged me to end were the very seasons that saved you from becoming someone shallow, fragile, or spiritually asleep. The waiting has taught you compassion. It has softened your pride. It has deepened your discernment. It has taught you to depend on me instead of temporary things. And dependence on me is not weakness. It is wisdom. So breathe again, dear one. Release the panic about your future. Release the need to force doors open before their time. A fruit pulled too early cannot nourish anyone. Timing matters. Seasons matter. My wisdom sees what your fear cannot. Continue showing up with me each day. Sit with me in quiet moments instead of drowning your soul in endless noise. Open my word even when your emotions feel tired. Speak gratitude before you see the breakthrough. Worship before the answer arrives. This is how faith grows strong roots. Philippians 4:6 reminds you not to be anxious about anything, but to bring everything to me in prayer. Not because I am unaware of your needs, but because prayer keeps your heart connected to mine. Hebrews 10:23 says to hold tightly to hope, because the one who promised is faithful, and I am faithful, my child. I was faithful in the wilderness with Moses. I was faithful in the prison with Paul and Silas. I was faithful to Hannah in her years of tears. I was faithful to Abraham when the promise seemed impossible. And I will be faithful to you. Do not abandon hope now, when roots are already growing beneath the soil. The breakthrough you seek is not simply about receiving something external. It is about becoming someone who can carry the blessing without losing their soul. And that transformation takes time. Holy time. Sacred time. So stop calling yourself behind. You are not behind. You are being prepared. And I declare over you now, this waiting will not break you. It will build you. This season will not bury you. It will plant you. You are not abandoned in silence. You are being held in holy hands. I am making beauty from what felt barren, strength from what felt weak, and purpose from every painful delay. You are still chosen. You are still loved. You are still seen. And when the season changes, and it will, you will discover that I was working in every unseen moment all along.